watch, it's going to fold back up. Here it goes. Who popped up? That says, welcoming winter. Who's this guy?
Snowman.
Frosty. He's a snowman. You're right. Oh, who's that? A silent hush of snowy white. And, oh, boing. Who's that? A reindeer. Look what he has on his little antler. Silly. It says, making deep, dark forests bright. Okay, who's that? Oh my gosh. What is that? I'm not sure it unfolded all the way. Let's see. Oh, gee, you know, this got kind of bent, but it says, gliding through a glistening chill. I think that this is an ice skater. Does that look like an ice skater?
She's got her hands up.
Yes, she does. Can you do that? Put your hands up high. Yeah. And let's see. Let's go this way. Oh, who's that?
A person sledding.
A person sledding. Have you been sledding yet in the snow?
No.
Not yet? Yes. Only once. Oh, whoa, Nellie, what's that? Yeah, it's a big white snowy tree, isn't it? That's pretty. They did, and how did they get it to unfold like that? Isn't that cool? And then watch, it's gonna fold back up, and up comes, oh boy.
Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Opening a present.
Opening a present. Did you have any presents to open lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. All right, well, I have some slippery things on my lap here that I'm gonna set down. This is called a snowy day. So let's see. Yeah, come on up and if you can, come here, Rowan, come on up and sit right here because, there we go. Because if you stand up, then the camera can't see the pictures. Yeah, there's yeah, there is. I bet there's, yeah. It is. I'm sure.
It's that one right there. That's a snowy day.
Right. A snowy day. We have one today, don't we? It's a snowy day. The air is very cold. Snowflakes fall from clouds. And there's a fun fact on this page that says bits of ice in the clouds stick together and they turn into snowflakes. They're crystals. You can catch snowflakes. What's he catching his snowflake on?
Tongue.
His tongue. Each snowflake has 6 sides, and no 2 snowflakes are exactly the same. Look how pretty they are. Aren't they pretty? And some snowflakes are small and dry, and some snowflakes are big and wet. And remember when your mittens get really wet when you're outside playing? Snow covers the ground. Oh, some little tracks went along there. Does anybody know who makes tracks like that? Those are bunny tracks, where his big back feet go in front of his 2 little front feet. And snow helps keep plants warm. Look at those. Those are crocus flowers that are going to bloom even though they're in snow. We'll have crocus in Iowa, but not till springtime. Let's see. Some animals live under the ground. Chipmunks, squirrels, and turtles sleep in tunnels under the ground all winter. Did you think about turtles sleeping underground? Snow helps keep the animals warm. Look at those guys. What helps keep them warm?
Fur.
Their fur, right. Snow melts. The melting snow gives us water. Heat from the sun helps to melt the snow. Man, they have a lot of icicles, don't they? Let it snow. Hi, come on in. Come on in. Hi, guys. Here comes some more. Hi, guys. Come on in. Do you guys want to sit up here close so you can see the pictures? Yep, come on up. So the next story we have is called Curious Snow.
Curious about.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Rowan reminded me I left out a word. curious about snow. I wondered how snow could be curious. Yes, no kidding. Have you ever built a snow fort? Has anybody built a snow fort? Yes. Or tossed snowballs? Or caught a snowflake on your tongue? Or wished you could try this? Snow often makes people stop what they're doing and watch it fall. But what is snow and how did it get formed? Well, to snow it has to be freezing cold, right? Otherwise it would be rain. And the crystals have to gather up together inside clouds. Like this is just the kind of clouds we have today. Kind of gray. So I bet there's some ice crystals forming there. Look, here's some pictures. They don't really look like this, but these are little water droplets that come together. And when they come together, they always make a six-sided figure. And that's what our snowflakes are. Down they come. Look, sometimes it freezes on trees and makes it look so pretty out. How do we know as much as we do about snowflakes? Well, a man named Wilson A. Bentley loved snow so much he studied it for most of his life. Bentley was born in February, that's a snowy month for us, isn't it? In 1865. Wow, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. He grew up and worked on his family farm in Vermont, in the heart of the snow. As a young boy, Bentley enjoyed studying the world around him, from butterflies and leaves and spider webs to weather conditions and raindrops and snowflakes. Bentley loved watching single snowflakes and studying them. What is this? Anybody know what that is? What, Rowan?
Cardinal.
A cardinal, you're right. And what is he sitting beside? A tree, right. What's in the tree? What?
No.
Snow. And what are these little dots you see? What?
Berries.
Berries. I bet he's liking eating all those berries. That's pretty fun.
I like berries.
I do too. When Bentley turned 17, his parents bought him a bellows camera and a new microscope. Look at his big old camera. Isn't that big?
But I don't like to eat grapefruit.
You don't like to eat grapefruit? That's okay, you don't have to. So he had a microscope so he could look under his microscope and he could see all those snowflakes. And remember, all of them had how many sides? 6? Is that what you were going to say? There they are, look. All of them. See how different they are, but every one of them has 6 different sides. They have, some of them are like plates, they're kind of solid, and some of them are all lacy like that. Modern scientists and photographers have continued Wilson's work, and their photographs show us more about different snowflakes. There are so many different shapes and sizes. Look how pretty they are. Have you ever folded paper and cut snowflakes? Yeah, have you? Okay. But sometimes, some people don't like snow, right? Look at these people trying to walk in it. And look at this horse trying to walk in it. He has to stay out in it all day. But some people love it because look how pretty it can be. Do you like snow? Yes, I love snow. All right. So let's look at when it starts to snow. And let me show you the whole part of this book. Is this going to be a real book? Is this going to be true? No. How can you tell? Do those look like real cows and birds?
Yeah.
Somebody probably drew. It's not a picture. It's not a photograph, right? And who's this? A little boy or maybe a little girl. We can't really tell. All right. What if it starts to snow? What do you do? Where do you go? I creep in the house, said the little mouse. Cold winds blow when it starts to snow. There's that mouse. Do we want him coming in our houses?
No.
Not very much. I sit by the window, says the cat. Big eyes glow when it starts to snow. He's watching that mouse, isn't he? keep watch, says the shiny black crow. When it starts to snow. I look for seeds, said the sparrow. Peck, peck, peck when it starts to snow. What if it starts to snow? What do you do? Where do you go? We fly south, said the geese, all in a row when it starts to snow. Have you ever seen geese flying south?
Yeah.
Yeah, up in the sky. I build a lodge, said the beaver. The work is slow, chop, chop when it starts to snow. The water is chilly, said the fish. It's best to lie low, swish, swish, swish when it starts to snow.
The beavers meet fish.
Yeah. So we have beavers at the Grimes farm, but our beavers don't build big lodges like that. Our beavers dig holes in the side of the bank in the mud, and then they go inside underground. And they have some sticks that they pull in because that's what they like to eat for winter. But they don't build a big lodge like that in our creeks. I go in the barn, said the pig, if it's too cold to hoe when it starts to snow. I wait for the farmer, said the cow. He's coming, I know, when it starts to snow. What if it starts to snow? What do you do? Where do you go? I hide my eggs, said the hen, so the chicks can grow. Cluck, cluck, cluck when it starts to snow. She's big and puffy. She can keep lots of eggs warm, can't she? I fly high up, says the rooster. Listen to me crow. Cock-a-doodle-doo when it starts to snow. I stay here, says the worm. It's warm down below. Wiggle, dig, dig when it starts to snow. Yep, he's going to stay warm. What do you do if it starts to snow? What do you do? Where do you go? I wear a new coat, said the stoat, a king from head to toe, white winter fur when it starts to snow. He's pretty. I follow the turtle, said the frog, down in the mud I go, peep, peep, when it starts to snow. I look for a place, said the deer, where the moss and grasses grow, leap, run when it starts to snow. So the deer stay out in the snow. Have you seen a deer lately? Yeah. Have you? Yep. They have to find something to eat under all the snow, don't they? It can't be so easy in the winter. I dive down the hill, says the otter. Look at him having fun. I go with the flow, slip slide when it starts to snow. Look, says the black bear, the snow is deep. Hurry, hurry, time to sleep. Oh, look, some little footprints. And then what do you see peeking out?
Little boy.
Let's see. But in a cave, bat in a cave, snake in a rock pile, raccoon in a log, squirrel in a hollow, mole in a tunnel, rabbit in a hole, wolf in a den, chipmunk in a burrow. All those animals have a special place to go. Snow on the roof, snow on the ground, brand new snow coming down, coming down. I can't sleep when the snow wants to play. Does the snow want to play?
So he runs out.
He wants to go out and play in it, doesn't he? Three cheers for snow. Hip, hip, hooray. He likes to play in snow, doesn't he? Okay, here's one called Frozen Noses. Have you ever been outside when you got kind of cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have one of these books.
You have one of these, like this one?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody else read that too. Did you read that too? Frozen Noses. I was outside sledding with my grandson and he said, why do my fingers itch? His fingers got cold and they started to itch because they were wet. Mittens get wet, don't they? Frozen nose. Oh, he could have a frozen nose, couldn't he? Frozen noses, tingly toeses, sniffle, snuffle. Winter's cold. Better bundle, quiver, shiver, booted, buckled, buttonholed. It takes a long time to get ready to go out and play in the snow, doesn't it? Snowballs, throw balls, pack and stack 'em, roly-poly, chubby chap. Coal for the eyes, a proper topper, whoosh of wind, whoa, catch that hat. Onward, upward, I'm a climber. Scramble up, heave-ho the rope. Oh, see, he's pulling a rope up the hill so they can slide down again. Veer down, steer down, whee, I'm whizzing. Thump-a-bump, the slippery slope. Uh-oh. What did someone lose? Yeah. Lace my skates up, tie them tightly, ready, steady, I won't fall. Has anybody been ice skating?
Yeah.
Have you? It's kinda, oh, you guys have too. Slide, collide, get good at gliding, hit a skid, whoops, all a sprawl. This is what I look like when I go ice skating. Sun sets early, skies a swirly, clouds collect. Another storm? That's what we have today, are clouds collecting. Is it going to snow tomorrow? That's what the weatherman says, isn't it?
That I have.
And what?
It snows that I have.
I know, yes. Bundle blankets, crackle, kindle, cup of cocoa. Now they came in from sledding and they're getting all bundled up. Winter warm. He has trouble keeping his glasses, doesn't he? And that's the end of that one. All right, so you've read this. Let's read about mooncakes. This is a little bear, and see his cake? It says mooncake. Now, has anybody heard about what the moon's going to do this weekend? My son told me actually, I didn't know it's going to be an eclipse of the moon this weekend, and it's going to be a super moon. That means we're going to be really close to it in our orbit, or it's going to be close to us, and so it'll look really big, and guess what else? It's called a blood moon, so it's going to be kind of red. That's going to be fun. Sunday night, watch for that moon. Okay, this is one summer night, Bear and his friend, Little Bird, sat down to watch the moon. After a little while, Little Bird said, I think I feel hungry. Me too, replied Bear, and you know what I wish? I wish I could jump up and take a bite out of that moon. Yum, how delicious that would be. How do you know, chirped Little Bird. Maybe the moon doesn't taste good at all. Maybe it tastes terrible. Bear thought for a moment, and when he went inside, he got his bow and arrow. With a piece of string, he attached a spoon to the arrow. What's he trying to do with the spoon? Is he gonna get a little spoonful of the moon? Do you think he'll make it? Let's see. Then he went outside again and shot the spoon at the moon. Did he make it? No. I knew that wouldn't work, said Little Bird. The moon is just too far away. What you need is a rocket ship. Then I shall build one, said Bear. The very next day, Bear went to the junkyard and bought everything he thought he would need to build a rocket ship.
And he needs some power got to fly.
That's right. Let's see. Oh, wow, look what he's building. All summer long, Bear and Little Bird worked and worked, but when fall came, the rocket ship was still not finished. I would like to go with you, said Little Bird, but winter is coming and I must fly south with the flock. So Bear and Little Bird said goodbye. And there go the bird's friends. They're all flying south. Let's see if the bear gets to go. When it began to get cold and the leaves fell off the trees, Bear got sleepy. But instead of climbing into bed and sleeping through winter, he kept right on working. He worked and worked until the rocket ship was all finished. Oh my gosh, is he going to get to go up? Then he climbed inside and began the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. But before he reached 0, he fell asleep. He slept and slept until one night the wind knocked his rocket ship over. Bear had never been awake in the winter before. When he opened his eyes and saw all the snow, he thought he was on the moon. He climbed out of his rocket ship, he scooped up some snow, and he made a little moon cake. Then he tasted it. It tasted something like something he'd had before, but he wasn't quite sure what it was. Have you ever eaten snow? Have you?
I have.
When he...
I have eaten snow cake at my birthday party again.
Really? At your birthday party? While he thought about that, he decided to go for a walk. He didn't want to go too far because he was afraid that he would get lost, so he just walked in a circle. After a while, he came upon his own paw prints in the snow. These paw prints are too big to belong to a moon mouse or even a moon raccoon, thought Bear. Maybe they were made by a moon bear or perhaps a terrible moon monster. Bear felt scared and he ran back to his rocket ship and prepared to take off. Again, he began to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And again, he fell asleep. This time, he slept until spring. One day, his friend Little Bird returned and woke him up. How was everything down south? Asked Bear. Just fine, said Little Bird. Did you go to the moon? Asked Little Bird. I sure did, said Bear. And how did the moon taste? Asked Little Bird. Was it terrible? No, said Bear. It was delicious. So he thought he had a moon cake, didn't he? All right, here's my favorite book. It's called The Hat.
Oh, I have that book.
Do you have that one?
Yeah.
I have another one called The Mitten. Let's see if we have The Mitten, because
I have that book too.
I guess we don't have The Mitten, but we have The Hat. You have the hat?
That one's funny. Because all the animals start grabbing stuff from
They do. Yeah, they do. So I like this one
And
because
look at all the animals having fun.
he is having fun.
They all had hats.
That's right. So,
One animal's head.
yes. So one fun thing about this story is they give you a clue. Every page has a clue on it for what's going to happen next. So this one is called The Hat. Oh, and look at our clue here. What's that? Yeah. So when winter was on the way and Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. Oh, look, she's hanging them up on the clothesline. She was hanging them up on the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. There goes a stocking, and who's going to find it, do you think?
Hedgehog.
A hedgehog. That's our clue right there.
Not even using his hat on for the hat story.
Yeah.
I was looking for his, but I don't
I have my hat on.
You have yours on, yeah. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in. When he pulled it out, stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, the hedgehog thought. And who's going to be our next character?
The chicken.
A chicken. Let's see. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle, she clucked. What's on your head, Haji? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. See here, he is still trying to get his hat off his hat off of his prickles, but he can't get the hat off. So who's gonna come in our story next?
Goose.
A goose. Hedgie saw the nosy gander looking down at him. Honk, honk, ho, 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 the gander laughed. Look at that, the hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. So who's next?
Cat.
A cat. Let's see. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in a snowstorm. Thought Cat, and off he ran.
Dog is next.
Yep, here comes the dog next. And here's this poor hedgehog. Look, he's trying everything to get that hat off. and he's pretending like he likes it, but he's trying to get it off.
That's a fox.
This next one's going to be a fox. I think it might be a dog. It's the same color as a fox, isn't it?
It was a duck.
A duck? All right, well, let's see what we see.
Oh, yeah.
The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Look where he has gone to try to get... Yeah, there's a dog. He's trying to get that hat off, and he just can't get it off. Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look. She barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said, and the farm dog's ears perked up, and off she ran. Who's next? Next comes a pig. Oink, 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 the piggy squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off in the icy wind. I see, said Mama Pig, and off she ran. So here he is. He still can't get that off. And who's next?
A horse.
A horse or pony. Head. Eating some, yeah, they were eating bread. The pig's eating, it looks like cinnamon raisin bread. Looks yummy, doesn't it? Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in the winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. And the pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly. But Hedgie was tired of everyone laughing at him with his hat, and he couldn't get it off. And who's next?
A person.
A person. Let's see what the person says. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his den. Oh no. Here's that little person. Let's see what happens. He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought, even the girl is laughing at me. Who's here?
Goose and the hen are getting on hats.
Yep, they are. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know animals don't wear clothes?
Look, the cat and the dog are getting on something.
They're getting clothes on, aren't they? Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's where she saw all of her missing woolens. Oh no! So far we saw, who did we see with hats on? We saw a chicken,
A hen,
and a hen, a goose, okay, and who else?
cat and a dog.
A cat and a dog. They're all taking things off the clothesline. And who's here?
Pig and a horse.
Oh my gosh. And here they are. The animals had taken them down, and each one was thinking, now I'm wearing a magnificent hat. And each one put something on his head. Look at those funny animals.
And now she has to chase all of them.
Look at the one with the gloves on. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, even her tail. Look at her tail. Look at her there.
Yeah, they all, and look at the hedgehog with nothing. He's looking back saying, what in the world are those silly animals doing? Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know animals don't wear clothes? And he's the one who started it.
He knew that because he knew that before the girl even said it because he didn't like
He'd been trying to get it off the whole time, wasn't he? That's right. Well, that is a funny story. Okay, let's try. All you need for a snowman. Okay, let's see. That's a big snowman. Look how many people are trying to make that big, big snowman. Let's see what we need for a snowman. All you need for a snowman. What do you need for a snowman, by the way?
Carrot.
A carrot? A hat? What?
Buttons.
Coal for his nose, buttons. Anything else?
Coal for the eye.
Oh, for his eyes.
A belt.
A belt? What else could you put on a snow? What?
Broom scarf.
A broom and scarf, anything else? Shoes, you could put anything on a snowman, couldn't you? Well, let's see what these children say. One small snowflake fluttering down, that's all you need for a snowman, except 2 more snowflakes. 3 flakes, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 8 million more. You doing okay? Billions of snowflakes piled in a mound. Pat them and pack them and roll them around into one big ball. And that's all. One big, cold, well-rolled snowflake ball. That's all you need for a snowman. Except for a middle-sized ball and a small one. And on top of that, you need a hat. A short, flat hat or a tall one. 3 hand-packed, triple-stacked balls of snow. Hat on top where a hat should go. That's all you need for a snowman. Except... Yep, she's going to turn. A couple of bottle caps, round and flat. Stick them under the snowman's hat. What are those supposed to be? His eyes. Surprise, snowman's eyes. That's all you need for a snowman's face. Except... but... What's in the middle? An empty space. That's the place where the carrot goes. If a carrot is snowman's nose. But what about clothes? Walnut buttons, 5 in a row. There's the walnut buttons. Belt in the middle, boots below, big wool scarf, broom to hold, mittens in case his hands get cold, earmuffs, fanny pack, something to read. That's absolutely all you need for a snowman.
Look at Josiah.
Yeah, I see him. Hi, Josiah. So do you think that snowman's all done now?
No.
Let's see. There he is. Whoa, that's a really good snowman, isn't it?
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Where's his mouth?
Where's his mouth? Oh, he doesn't have a mouth, does he?
Then how will he talk?
Let's see. But uh-oh, look in the sky again. One small snowflake falling, and then soft white snowflakes falling from the sky, floating down everywhere, piling high. Yep, and that's all you need for a snowman's friend. They made another snowman so they could be friends. The end.
I'm making a snow angel.
He's making a snow angel, you're right.
I'll make a snow angel.
Yeah. Oh, don't you want to tickle that tummy? All right, let's see what time it is. Oh, you know what? It's time to go for a walk, and I see lots of boots. Everybody want to get dressed and go outside? All right.